What is up, everybody? Long time no see, YouTube. It's been a while. Life has changed dramatically, but one thing has stayed the same. I enjoy craft beer and drinking it. In front of me, which you can't see, we got 3 empty glasses that are ready to receive 3 craft beers. We have a Trogs Sunshine Pills. We have a Trogs Cultivator Hellesbach. And we have a Good People Coffee Oatmeal Flavored Stout. Gonna open all 3 of these beers, get them into their vessels. Yeah, as I said, life has changed pretty dramatically since last we spoke. I'm now a head brewer in Madison, Alabama. And loving life. Pouring the 3rd beer. Not attempted a chugging video in a long time. All right. Let's see how this goes. Gonna wait a few more seconds. Something about that flavor. I cannot chug that beer. I failed. Nope. Well, chug 2 beers really fast. This 3rd one, I'll just sip on and tell you a story. That was unexpected happy time. I think one of the last videos I put out was about it was probably pictures of distilling at a place called Blue Pants in Madison, Alabama. And since then, I did that job. Let's go back sometime. Well, sit on this beer for a minute. Graduated school. There's the diploma. Graduated school and came back to America on like August 1st or 2nd. Did that video with Tony Yates. And then moved to Huntsville, Alabama to work at Straits Ale Brewing as a production brewer. My first day there was September 2nd, 2014. And I left Straits Ale in like June 10th or something, June 9th, 2015. And then didn't do much of anything for about a month, and then in early July, I just started distilling at Blue Pants um, as an interim step. There was this job that was available that there were two of us wanting, um, and he was one of my classmates. He did the diploma program. Um, Excuse me, damn. And so anyway, he was the head brewer of Blue Pants, and he was wanting this job that I was also wanting, but he was being actively pursued. And so I took the distilling job at Blue Pants because he was going to take this other job. And then I was going to potentially like transition into being a brewer at Blue Pants if he had left. But on my first day of the job at Blue Pants, he turned down the offer that he had been receiving. And so I started the interviewing process over there. So my goal was to work at this other place, but I needed to make a little money, and he and I were friends, so he hooked me up and helped me out in that in between time. And I worked there for about a month and a half, I think. I was distilling vodka. I did rum. Did lots of infusions, and made some whiskey from one of their sour beers. Turned out fantastic. Really enjoyed that whiskey. But so anyway, all that time I was going through the interviewing process at this other place, and I got the job. We were able to work out a great contract. That took some time. So while that was going on, essentially, my second day on the job at Blue Pants, I had the first interview at this other place, and then so my entire time at Blue Pants was kind of working on contracts, having the lawyers work on contracts, having papers drawn up, negotiations and stuff like that. But I ended up getting the job, and I'm currently the head brewer at Old Black Bear in Madison, Alabama. Prior to me coming on board, they had been being contract brewed out of Gadsden, Alabama by Back 40 Brewing Company. They had two canned products that were their flagships, and a couple of seasonals, but they were opening their first physical location where they'd brew their own beer, and I got the job, and I'm the head brewer at Old Black Bear. We've got, let's see what kind of beers. We've got 3 of our cans. So we've currently got 3 beers in cans at the moment. We've got Cave City Lager, which is a dark German style, Munich style lager beer. kind of roasty, very clean, moderate bitterness. 5.2%. Yeah, 5.2 and 21 IBUs. This was one of the previous flagships that we've continued on. We have an American wheat beer called Speckled Trout, which is about a 4.5, 4.6 percent American wheat. We've got our name is Old Black Bear. We're outdoorsy. We love giving back to the community, and so we've got a conservation series that we're doing. The first batch of that, I do not have a can of the Speckled Trout here, by the way. But this first batch of the conservation series was the Whooping Crane Red Ale. This was the first canned beer that is my 100% my recipe. Very, very proud of this beer. The whooping crane are an endangered species. We partnered with the International Crane Foundation to create this beer. Where I'm living, so there are about 500 whooping crane in the country or something like that. And a number of those whooping crane make the Madison, Alabama and Huntsville area their home during the winter. So the hashtag was I Give a Whoop. You can see it right there. Filming on my phone today, it's kind of difficult, but International Crane Foundation logo, Whooping Crane Red Ale. It's 5.2%, 21 IBUs. And it was my first recipe that was put in cans, which is very exciting. Over the next 2 weeks, we're canning 2 other beers. So the beer we'll be canning first next week is our 256 Extra Pale Ale. Can design here, 256 Extra Pale Ale. 256 is our area code, and this is the what came from the first batch of beer we created at our facility. We had to do a test run of all the equipment once we got our licensing and everything. And so that first batch, we were prepared to have to throw it away, but it was like our baseline batch. See if we put this amount of stuff in this beer, what happens? Make sure all the equipment worked, make sure things functioned as they should. It was basically a smash beer. And this beer sprung from that. This is not single malt or single hop anymore, but it is a very light, crisp, refreshing 5.2 and 41 IBUs. We like that 5.2 number. We've also got a brown ale coming out in support. It's another part of our conservation series in support of the Land Trust of North Alabama. That can also my recipe. So these 3 beers are new. These 2, and then the one, the cans are not in yet. But those 3 are new beers to Old Black Bear. We've got plenty more in the tap room. We maintain 6 beers on tap at a time, and we have 2 sodas at a time, and yeah, lots of cool stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna try and finish out this chug. Let me put our third can up there just to make it fun. And maybe I'll update you soon, hopefully, but don't count on it. It's been so long. Good seeing you guys.